What's going on, guys? I'm back again. In today's video, I want to talk about the PlayStation 6 and the leaks that's been coming out and the reports that the PlayStation 6 will likely have a detachable hard drive similar to what the PS5 Slim has and the PS5 Pro. So I just want to get my thoughts about it and, talk about what's going on and everything that's being talked about. So first of all, I want to say I do believe it's too early to be talking about PlayStation 6. PlayStation 5 is still here, is not discontinued, is still very much alive, and we haven't seen anything as far as first party studios from Sony. Now, we have had some games, but a lot of the games we have been looking forward to, we haven't seen so far. So I think it's too early to be talking about PlayStation 6. And I don't know why. Maybe it's content or maybe it's just something to talk about. People get excited, but why are you talking about a console that's maybe 3 or 4 years out when we still in this generation? It's like, man, we're gonna spend our money to pay for a PlayStation 5, and already we're talking about spending more money for a PlayStation 6. So for me, I think it's too early. So I just wanted to get that out of here. I don't know all the hoopla about PlayStation 6 right now. It shouldn't be something to topic, and it really shouldn't be no leaks because it takes away from the attention of the PlayStation 5 and all that PlayStation 5 still has to offer. We still have games that should be coming out soon that we should be focusing on, and not the PlayStation 6. So maybe it's just talk. People like to just talk about stuff that's the future, but for me, I want to deal in the now because we still have so much left to be gained from the PS5 and the Pro, and in my eyes, that's what I believe. So that's just my opinion. You're entitled to yours, but me personally, I think it's a little too soon to be talking about PlayStation 6 as consumers. Now, the business side, that's Sony's business, that's PlayStation business, that's all the developers, that's their business. So, it's never too early for them to think about that. That's up to them. I don't control how they do business. I'm just speaking as from a consumer point of view. So basically, there's been some reports going out that the PlayStation 6 will have a detachable hard drive. And I kind of seen it coming, from everything that I've seen from the PlayStation 5 Slim and the PS5 Pro. You cannot help but know that they was going in this direction. I mean, it works for them. It gives them wiggle room so they don't have to ship a hard drive, with the PS5 or the PS5 6, PS5 6, the PS6. So, with that being said, I kind of seen it coming, and it also, I guess they look at it, give consumers options, either you want to stay with a digital version or you want to go with a disk drive version you can add later. Of course, they're going to charge more for that. I would like to have seen them add on the option to buy this version, and that should be standard. I've seen some comments where some people say this version should be standard and the digital version should be optional, which makes sense. I don't know how would that work out, but maybe it'd be the same way they have a PS5 and a PS5 digital and a PS5 disc drive version, similar to that. But I think they're doing that so they wouldn't have to make two different, well, it'd be the same console. They wouldn't have to add an accessory. Instead of just adding a disc drive, they can just say, here, well, I'm going to add a digital. Here, we're going to sell the digital. Now, if you want a disc drive, it's your choice to go buy the disc drive and attach it to it. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense, but it also worries me because the direction of gaming and with everything going on with physical media, I'm definitely um, somebody that's cheering for physical media. I like to own my things, as far as games. Even though some people might say, well, you don't really own your games, it's still, some of the games are not on there. The full game. But there are games that comes with the full game and you don't have to download anything. So, I'm on that side. But there's a lot of people who like digital for whatever reason. My problem with digital is, eventually you'll run out of space. You can't hold all your games on your digital, which means you will have to upgrade storage. And for me, with physical, that's the opposite. I can download a game, even if I have to download portions of the game. I can download the game, play it, and then delete it and add another game on there, and then do it that way. Even though that's still kind of not owning your stuff, because you never know what they'll do with the game after it's off your system. So I'm still not for that unless the game is 100% on the disc. So that's my problems with digital. But I could see how that may work with the PS6 because it gives people the option to choose whether you want a digital version or a disc version. You just have to add the disc drive to it later or whenever you buy the system. Now the thing is, how much would it be? What would be the pricing of this disc drive? Would it be more expensive than the current one? And I don't know if you can use the current one. I doubt you will be able to use the current one. So maybe you will, maybe you won't. We have to wait and see. But yeah, it's very interesting to see that the direction gaming is going as far as that, the sales part of it, and it's little by little it seems like they're moving away from being consumer friendly, even though a lot of these big companies aren't really consumer friendly. So yeah, this is just something I want to talk about, gauge your opinion on it, see if you're excited for the PS6 or you just saying, listen, I'm gonna just stick with my 5, wait till it come out and see what happens. So that's basically where I'm at right now. It's good talk, fireside chat and all that stuff. But I'm basically waiting. I would just want to enjoy the 5 I have, my games that I have right now. I got a backlog, so I want to enjoy the games I have now before I even think about a PlayStation 6. So once I get to the end of the PlayStation 5, then I'll look forward to seeing what the PlayStation 6 has to offer, and I'll decide then if that's something I want, or I'll just stay on my 5 for a number of years until they make something better, or maybe that just to be an end of gaming for me. But yeah, that's it for this video. Until the next time, please like and subscribe. I'm out.